Yeah, YouTube stopped. Yeah, it just kicked everyone off. I did it on purpose. They joined the community. Should be back on anyway. I don't know if anyone is gonna tune back, but yeah, looks like we're back in. We're back. Yeah, we're back. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, this is the trade I took in Asia. So I took buys based off the hourly grab and lows and closing bullish. Looking for this to have just a bit of a pullback here on my Asia account. And then price came down and absolutely ripped lower. And I then got short way before this. So I had my alert sitting somewhere down here. So as I got stopped out of this trade here for about 100 ticks, as this candle closed, I then flipped the buy short and got short into here for about 130. So took a 100 tick loss, which is a massive loss. It is what it is. Can't control it. Accept it. Once you actually close bearish, then I'm like, cool. I'll go back to my original bias of being bearish on the day. And then, cool, you get a huge push down. And the hourly just ended up being pretty aggressive. You know, you're having some aggressive pushes up, aggressive pushes down. I was like, this is, you know, this could be one big liquidity grab. And then once you start to break back above, then I was looking at that 4 hour and going, sorry, where's the 4 hour? Here, ripping the lows. And as this was starting to flip, I was like, oh yeah, you're probably going to come back for the highs as well. So there was a lot of movement on gold today. Took a small loss here. Let me have a look, man. Where did you get short? Yep. As it wicked the highs, yeah. Continuation mod, yeah. 4 hour low, yeah. That's the thing. And ended up coming with the lows. Ended up coming with the lows massively as well. Short side the 15 close. Not for me personally. Look at that 4 hour. 4 hour just ripped all the lows and held massive support. This is a huge 4 hour rejection. But yeah, I took a loss today, but you know, a loss is a loss. Who cares? As long as the trade's still valid or there's an opportunity to take the other side. Like my bias was selling today on gold. My bias was to short all the way down to here. But once the hourly kind of grab lows and closed bullish, I was like, oh, maybe you're going to get a bit of a pullback first before maybe coming back lower. So this was my original short bias. But once this grab lows and closed bullish, and that was also a 4 hour closing bullish, I was like, cool, I'm gonna scalp this higher before potentially looking to go lower. Ate the 100 tick loss, and then scalped back, you know, 150 or something. Yeah, 150. So pretty wild day. And that was a one contract as well. So I was down at over 1,000 on the day on one of my accounts. Yeah, started out up like 600, then took a couple losses, bring me back down to 400. Then I locked myself out. Yeah, locking yourself out is good, man. Locking yourself out is good. But no, I wouldn't short this 15 breakout here, to be honest, because you're trading against a 500 tick hourly rejection, which is huge, absolutely huge. Felt the tilt come. Yeah, well, that's the good thing to recognize it, man. Let me see, man. Yeah, I mean, like to be honest, trading yesterday after prices pushed down like 900 ticks is obviously very risky. Like I wouldn't even really take that much thought process of it. So I took some little scalps on other accounts, but after a 900 tick push down, I wouldn't even be trading after that. 900 ticks in a week is insane. So to happen in a day, or not even in a day, in a couple of hours, yeah, you're going to range. Like the markets aren't just going to keep ripping down or keep ripping up. You know, you're going to create aggressive ranges before having the next move like the next day. So if you ever see, if you ever see a 900 tick push down, just don't trade. Honestly, it's not worth it. Let me open this door, guys. 2 seconds. And you could also say like, well, why did I trade then? Because I accepted that it was going to be very risky. Like I'm accepting if I trade after a 900 tick loss, after a 900 tick push down, the probability is that I'll probably get stopped out, so I'll take it on some risky accounts. Like a 900 tick push down is insane to try and trade after that. Like that's a huge push down. You could have created aggressive ranges for the whole entire session, but you ended up having a very nice continuation lower yesterday. If you look for on the future chart, you would have got avoided. Yeah, I mean, in this example, but I don't really use that closure, man. I just like to use the currency closure. If I looked at the future, if I was watching the futures chart, I also wouldn't have got these buys back up. 4 hour came down, ripped the lows, so that's why I took more buys for about 590 again. So it kind of works both ways, man. It's not very often something like this happens. If very rarely, but it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter which provider you look at. Caught that move into the 4 hour highs. Nice. Yeah, only considering trading Asia. Yeah, Asia's been insane, man. Honestly, been insane. Absolutely insane. So, like for today, you know, we called these shorts in Asia to come back down into this level, back down into like 3,300. Now that we're here, you know, we're hitting massive support. Look at this weekly as well, guys. Are we going to hold this massive resistance and actually come all the way down for a wick? Or are we going to actually close above? To be honest, I think we're probably going to close somewhere in the middle. The reason to short today, sales were very easy today. Yesterday you closed bearish. Today's shorts were very easy. You guys are on Zoom. You guys know we talk about this in all of the trade and retreat slides. Daily bias is so key. Today you had easy shorts. On the flip of the candle into these lows was about 200 ticks, which was huge. So we should all be up if we were trading Asia today. It was a very easy trade. Like coming down to tag these lows was a given. Not an easy trade, but you know, a very high probable trade. Like the directional bias was very easy today in Asia. We were shorting down to the lows. So now that we grabbed lows and we're holding support, well, what could happen from here? I don't know. I've no idea. So you kind of just now have to react to intraday price action. The shorts have already come. These were the shorts. So now what do we do after we've grabbed the day lows? We've held support. We're holding massive support. You know, we do have some big resistance where we could be potentially pulling back into. Maybe 33.50 one more time. There's a pretty huge 4 hour grab of the lows. So could we be coming up a little bit higher? Just as an overall outlook? Yeah, maybe. But we can't ignore that this is a pretty strong level as well. Clear big resistance, big fake out, resistance broke support, rip, big resistance. But do I want to be shorting gold after you just grabbed the lows and left a 470 tick wick? Hell no. So for the London session, guys, we're gonna have to just monitor intraday time frame. Intraday price action. Could we be coming down for maybe a pullback into this head and shoulders before squeezing higher? Yeah, possible. If I do sell it, I won't be selling on a main account, that's for sure. I may take it on a riskier account. I wouldn't take it on a main account because I want to be trading against this. But you just grab the highs, you've closed bearish, you have a little bit of a squeeze lower. Again, it's not a high, definitely not like a high probability trade to trade against this, that's for sure. So if we can come back down, hold some support, then continue breaking out, fantastic. You can see this is a pretty strong fake out level as well. Like anywhere here. Above, below, huge push, above, below, huge push. Above held it, now squeezing back lower. So could you be coming for a bit of a pullback first? Yeah, maybe. But that's why, this daily, guys, if you guys are trading Asia, that's why, like I say in these, on the slides from the retreat, this is why the daily bias is so key. Shorts on this day. Like I was saying yesterday, guys, I was saying remember, if you guys go back to London stream yesterday, I said, if this daily candle closes bearish, shorting today is going to be very easy, and it was very easy. No, sorry, it wasn't very easy, but it was very probable to come down and grab the lows. So if you didn't get any of this yesterday, well, who cares? You'll get your piece here today, and that was shorting down to the lows. So now you've grabbed the lows, you're at resistance. Be very, very reactive here. We're creating some pretty aggressive ranges. It's a shame the 4 hour had such a big rejection, otherwise you could look to short this level. But where's your targets? Yeah, you got that 635 candle coming up. Yep, you do. I just don't really have any liquidity targets to want to execute it. $3,300. I don't have any personally. You've kind of grabbed the highs, you've closed bearish. 30-minute grabbed the previous highs, closed bearish. If you're looking at this one. I personally don't have any right now. This is a huge level. Look at this. Huge, huge, huge level. Bring this across. Look how massive, massive, massive level. Look, you bring it literally all the way across. Look how big this area is. Literally bring it all the way across. Look how this is huge. So we are at massive resistance. It's just hard to want to sell against this ridiculous push up. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we get today, guys. We'll see what we get. If I want to take longs, I'll just wait for a 30-minute fake out, potentially. The 30-minute has just grabbed highs and closed bearish, so maybe 30-minute break back above, then yeah, definitely I'll take some longs. Could you pull back to 3,300? Yeah, maybe. 3,300. Back down here. Yeah, possibly. It's kind of like that little head and shoulders area. Yeah, yep, definitely, man. I can see that potential inverse, potential head and shoulders. Yep. Have I seen copper now? What's copper doing? Is copper up to no good? Are we dropping? Oh, look at that! Came right down for them lows that we spoke about. I don't remember when we spoke about them. A very, very aggressive drop here in copper in Asia as well. Look at that, rip down, grab the lows, engulfed back bullish. Like, that's crazy. Some big price action today. Huge moves, huge moves. Do I trade New York? Yeah, sometimes, man. Sometimes. I traded it yesterday. It depends if I get a good trade in Asia or not, or in London. Like London, I didn't get a trade yesterday because it ripped down so much. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna trade a bit in New York. Did Top Step stop their affiliate program? Yes, they did to most people. Yep. Most people got dropped. Yeah. Not got dropped. I mean, they did, but they're just Top Step are just going a new way, just taking a new path. Asia stole the clean moves. I know, Ash, man. Asia's been insane, man. Asia's been insane. Honestly, it's been like on every market. It's just been nuts. It's been absolutely nuts. Oh, I wanted to buy this. I bought some more Google yesterday, actually. What was I looking at? NQ. Has he had a big move in Asia and NQ? Not really. I hope not. Whoa, that's a lot of fucking... You guys wonder if I actually set alerts. Holy shit, let's get rid of these. My life is just setting alerts on TradingView and them going off during the day and running into my office. I don't think they're starting a brokerage, but they do move people to live accounts, yeah. Once you have... I think I'm like 1 or 2 payouts away from getting moved to a live with Top Step. On my London. But I've had a bit of a break-even week this week on my London account. P&L still up over 7,000 as well, which is pretty good. .54% win rate, which is nice. This one's 62, 4K. Much bigger wins on this one. I'm gonna take a payout of this on my Asia one, probably tonight. I want to build up my London one more if I do take a payout, because if I do get moved to a live on it, I want to pull a decent amount up. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I mean, there definitely is a lot of benefits. Like, you can benefits of moving to a live is I I believe you can take daily payouts. They've just released no choice, Nat, no choice, man, Nat, no choice. I guess it's good for people who don't trade live accounts anyway. Like, obviously the goal is to get off sim and trade live. For me, I've always had my live account. But they did release something recently, which is like they're doing like performance bonuses, which is pretty fucking cool. Pretty cool. I can look it up, but I don't want to. Twins. Yeah. For the guys who, like, you know, just come from trading the combines to get the fund account to then get moved to live, who have never traded live for, it's good. You know, it's obviously what we're all working towards. Where's the live? I don't see the live account. I typed it in chat. That's probably why. Where is it? I can't remember. What's your views on funded next? I did see they have started the prop on the futures side. But you can't copy trade, so I'm not a fan. I liked it. I was actually gonna do a video on it because they wanted me to, but as soon as I saw you can't copy trade, I was like, nah, I'm not interested. But it's pretty cool though. They definitely have some. If you don't like copy trading, yeah, they have some pretty good offers. But there was something else I didn't really like. But to not copy trade when literally every single futures firm you can copy trade, I'm like, that's a bit of a weird one. But they're good. Hopefully they change that at some point, and yeah, they could create something good. I just think there's other futures firms that are doing better. Not they're not bad or anything like that, but yeah, I think there's better options. Hey Mikey, what's going on, man? Any trades today? Yeah, I've had a few trades today, man. We had some sells here into the daily open bottom wick. I then had some longs and got stopped out, and then I had some more shorts, and then I had some more longs. So yeah, I've taken quite a few trades today. I'm up on all of my accounts. I'm up 550 here on my Asia account, and then I'm up 650 here on my London account, and then I'm up 590 on this one as well. So yeah, I've had quite a lot of trades, man. Yeah, I had some big. My main trade was short today in Asia, selling into the daily open, because the daily opened with no bottom wick and just pushed up, with yesterday closing bearish. So as soon as we started getting back below, short that mofo straight away, and got that for about 60-ish, 65 ticks. That was on the London account, and then on my Asia account, I did take some longs where I got stopped out, and then I flipped the bias and went back to the original downside target. So I got some longs around here, got stopped out. Once the 15 closed bearish, I got short all the way down to these lows for about 150 ticks. Yeah, there's been a lot of trades today, a lot of trades. Now I don't live stream the Asian session anymore. We do market calls for Inside the Traders Club every single day, and we're very active in Discord. But I don't live stream it now. I live stream London. It's too much for me to stream them all. I used to stream Asia and then used to stream London. It was just getting too much. I was spending way too much time on the charts. Yeah, that huge move down. This one here, man. This move down. Yeah. I got this one, man. As soon as I saw this 15 actually close bearish, I got short from here. And I was like, I know my original bias was shorting anyway. And I was like, there's a high chance you're gonna come and fill in these wicks. Yeah, I got that, man. I got about 150 there. Once that 15 actually stopped me out here and actually closed bearish, I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to go back to my original daily bias, which was short. And then shorts into yesterday's low, man. It was a pretty aggressive day, though, to be honest. I had to be very reactive and be very quick on the ball. But I was initially long. I initially took longs from here. I got stopped out for about 100 ticks or something. About 80 or something like that. The streamer should cat from that thumbnail. ChatGPT did me dirty, man. Did me dirty. That's your fault. You told me to use that as well. You get any trades, say Daniel, in Asia? I bet you did. I bet you did. Asia's been crazy. Crude oil triple bottom. Yeah, we'll have a look at oil when we go on the top step stream, man. Yep. What do you trade on Sydney/Asian session? I just trade gold, man. I just trade gold. Yeah, there is. I'm just not really looking to short Goldie. Let's have a look at this. Oh, nice. Caught this. Yeah, nice, Sean. How many ticks was that? Oh yeah, Morningstar. Sorry, man. Yep. We could be getting one shaping up, man, for sure. Sorry, man. I thought you meant the highs. Yeah. Yep. I'm watching that for sure. You got 78 ticks. Yeah, beautiful, man. Motherfuckers. Yeah, that was also the 4-hour flip as well, and you had the 4-hour highs, which is the reason I was taking buys initially anyway. Yeah, that was a really nice trade, man. Really, really nice trade. Was that the only trade you'd taken here, Sean? That was a beautiful trade, man. Fucking parrots outside. What the fuck was that? All I got today, yeah, beautiful, man. That's fucking all you need so you could take a week. You could just take that trade a week. Literally 78 ticks. You take that fucking once a week. That's one contract, $780 in a single trade. Like, man, it's huge. Yeah, if we can come down here on gold, re-grab the lows, hold the support on wick, yeah, then I think the same. I think we could be looking for that morning star play. No, I've got a buy limit on Bitcoin at 10k. Nah, insane moves though. Insane moves. I saw you breaking back above. Look at that, huge. It was pretty beautiful as well. To be honest, I probably should have. You had a massive trend line coming down. You held 75k, and once you broke back above 80 to 90, like 90 to 100 was gonna come in quick, like really quick, and you come all the way back up to like 15%, like really, really quick. Technicals on crypto is so nice, man. So nice. Yeah, vultures outside. Yeah, trying to get some fucking signals. Oh, look at that. That was insane, man. Insane. Like literally, even just buying at 75, just buying at these, even if you bought it at 80, even if you bought it here at 85, like, man, this is huge. Huge, huge, huge. I got all my money in Tesla, Chow, because you told me to buy Tesla when we were in Bali. You said Tesla's a good buyer. I'm in Tesla from here. I'm hoping to get out, maybe break even. Chad told me to buy Tesla. Tesla goes down, then he says, "Did you buy Bitcoin?" Profit's profit, mate. Very interested in learning how you trade. Come on, patient. Is your Discord private paid? Yeah, it is, man. Yep, it is. If you are brand new, just keep tuning into these free live streams, man. You'll get a lot of value here. We take lots of trades here live together as well. Nothing yet so far. But yeah, we take trades here as well, man. If you're brand new, just keep tuning in. You'll learn a lot. If you feel like you want to take it to the next level at some point, then great. If not, keep tuning into the streams, man. Yeah, it was like a fucking influx of parrots or some shit. What the hell? Let me go close my door. What the hell? I don't know if they're parrots. You Australians might know. It looks like a load of white parrots just fucking flooding past my door. That was weird. It's still going. So yeah, 30's looking pretty bearish here. I mean, if we get hourly fake outs, like, could we be looking for a pullback into these levels? Pre-London and London Open? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, my office here is in a in the back of a bird store. Cockatoos. Yes, it is. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. Cockatoo, parrot, is that the same thing? Yeah, that's what it is. It literally just had like fucking 50 going past my window. Bin chickens, nah, no bin chickens. Bin chickens are fucking crazy. I mean, you did instantly grab the highs, which is interesting. I would want to see at least an hourly fake out. And if you do get an hourly fake out, then yeah, there's the possibility of playing this head and shoulders. Shorts down into here before then we maybe take some longs. Corellas. What's a Corella? Maybe, what's that? Is that the same thing? No. Oh. Maybe. Nah, I think it was them cockatoo things. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever it is, they're not welcome around here. I second Corellas. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll leave the door open and we'll get one flight in, and then we'll have a look together. Who cares what gold's doing? That's the real key here. Never seen someone encourage using their free service before buying their paid service. Absolute jeez, I love your channel. 100%, man. I think everyone should be doing that. Like I say, I'm extremely passionate about the Traders Club, and I'd love all of you guys to join. But before you do join, it's important to understand if my style and strategy even resonates with you. It's like just a little tester, and like I say, you can learn a lot from just tuning in here as well. All you have to do is just drop a like and subscribe. Any chance you can see a bit of 6J? Yeah, 100%. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yen futures. Which time frame are you looking at? Let's have a look. Had a daily close. Again, nice and bearish. Shorts today into that daily low would have been very nice. So you're back down at the daily support. Shorts today into here would have been beautiful. It's already had a pretty... wait. No, where was the daily candle? Oh, it wouldn't have even been worth it. No, that was the daily low. It wouldn't have even been worth shorting. But you could see a bit of a pullback. Don't think I would short this, to be honest. Well, if I was going to short this, I wouldn't be shorting it down here. You can see here, you kind of came down, grabbed the lows, and you're starting to reject. You've done it here again. Came down, grabbed the lows, and now you're breaking back higher. So you grabbed all downside. I personally wouldn't be shorting this. I'd be looking for more of a pullback. Which, if you're not already in a pullback, I would say if you can come down, liquidate some lows, and start breaking back above, then you could be looking for a continuation higher. Yeah, if we were trying to short this, it, ideally would have been around here in hindsight yesterday. But personally, not here. Personally, not here. Yeah, it's already done. Yeah, it has had a pretty decent move. And it is the final day of the week, which if we look at this weekly time frame, this weekly's already created a pretty strong bottom wick. It's not to say that you can't, overall continue selling off, but it's more so if you do want to be a seller on this, we want to do it at, a very simple logical place, which would be back up at here. So you may squeeze a little bit high. If you can come down, liquidate some lows, break out, then yeah, I'd look for a little bit of a pullback. Yeah, the dollar's been crazy, man. Yeah, acting as strong resistance. Yeah, if we do get them fake outs on gold, I would like to still take some longs. Thank you very much. Yeah, of course, no problem. If you can, if this 30 maybe tries to flip bullish a little bit more, and we get this hourly close, and it's not a fake out, then yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing some longs, maybe into our top step stream. Evening, Aaron. Good evening, man. Can you tell me how extensive the trading modules are in the Traders Club? How do you mean extensive, man? It's not 30+ hours worth of studying, because it's just not really necessary. But it's very structured, you know, between, I'd say 10 to 15 to 20 minute long videos breaking down the whole entire strategy. And then if you want to go back and watch the previous monthly mentoring sessions, then they're like an hour plus long. But it's not, you know, it's enough without being too overdone. I think a lot of people make way too fancy courses and just ramble on for way too long. I tried to keep it short, sweet, and condensed, but very, very valuable. Very valuable. But there is enough content that if you did want to dive into loads, like, you know, there is the loads that you can dive into as well, like all the old mentoring sessions, which we'll be doing our group ones soon as well. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I do the same, man, from my Australian to US to Australian, and it's crazy how much it's changed. Like, yeah, like not in this group, but it's like, you know, hours and hours and years worth of different models and blah blah blah. Like, it's enough. Look at that Head and Shoulders. Look how much fucking crazy that Head and Shoulders played just to have that huge DXY drop. But yeah, the $100 levels are very, very interesting. Yeah, worth more than AD. I know, man. I know. I was changing some over when it was at let me just do the inverse of this for a second. No, sorry, USD to AUD. At like back here, and it's crazy how much that this drop does make a big difference. So yeah, I would love to see the US dollar get stronger as well. I lost like a couple of thousand when I was switching over some money. It was like almost like 2,000, which is crazy. And yeah, it's crazy how much it actually does change. But the thing is, the DXY is at a huge level of support. I don't think you will see much lower than this, personally, as just an overall outlook. Look at that Evening Star there as well. Evening Star, Head and Shoulders. Look at that, it's beautiful. I think you could see some big highs towards the end of the year, that's for sure. Which would be great, because yeah, it's not ideal transfer in mind, which I do all the time. 30-minute here on gold, trying to get back above. It's not the worst close, you know. We are looking for longs here. We're grabbing highs. This hourly is probably still going to close bearish. Yeah, they used to ICT 2,600 hour ranting marathon of just, yeah, crap. Yeah, such a prime example of just analysis paralysis. On the 5-minute scalps, a lot of the time there is confluence for entry to take out liquidity, but there's no sweep wick in the other direction for confirmation, like the highs we just took. On the 5-minute there was a carbon handle, pretty good. Do you just not take the trade unless it wicks the previous? The wick in the previous just more so continuation ones. It depends where you mean. Like, you mean for this pullback or this long? The highs we just took on the 5-minute. Let's have a look, man. Let's see your chart. Yeah, I think probably maybe just remember the 5 minutes just for execution. The 5 minutes not for analysis. You kind of look at this, you go, this is just grabbed, you know, a lot of lows holding massive support. The 5-minute is purely just to press a more refined buy and sell of what the high time frame is doing. Oh, sorry, it's not there. Whereas here, you know, you're coming down, you're wicking the previous lows, you're holding support. So as long as you're seeing something like that, you know, you're at big support. So if you just see a 5-minute fake out, or here, you know, you grab these lows, held the support, and then this one closed bullish, and you could be buying from here, for example. I wouldn't really over refine the 5-minute too much, otherwise you can sometimes miss some trades. Is ICT concepts applicable? I heard both sides. Maybe for some people. It's about what works for you, man. Does it work for me? No. Does it work for some people? Yeah. This is a pretty strong rejection here on gold. Could we be looking for some longs? This is what we want to see. Could we get some fake out buys here on gold? Let's see. Let's see. Targets on this would be pull back into 33.50. Just go ahead and take a trade right now, so I can blindly follow you without any evidence, please. All right, you got it. Where's the top step accounts? Let's load up some max size here. Let's load up some max size. Is that good? All right, TP hit. Ah. Oh. that get you fired up? Are we in the zone now? Asia and London suit me. Yeah, nice. Asia and London are amazing, man. You don't need to stay up till crazy times in the morning. Yeah, I don't stay up late trading New York. Asia and London gives more than enough, if not just one or the other. Love starting on red. I know that was a quick quick red there as well. Quick 15 contracts, one tick, minus 340. Insane. All right, just had this hourly close here, so let's have a look. What we're gonna see here on gold. How'd the hourly close? Still bearish. You grab the highs and you still close bearish. It's not an easy day, guys. It's not an easy day. You're grabbing the highs, holding resistance. You're grabbing the lows, holding support. I look at this and I go, oh yeah, longs look pretty good. But then I look at the hourly and go, well, into what? You know, like you say, we're still here. Although I do believe we're going to squeeze higher. Does this show me that it's time to buy at the 7 a.m. candle? Not really. So you may be looking more towards the London Open, which is fine because we'll still be on stream. We'll jump on the top step channel, but both time frames are a little bit conflicting to me. 15-minute, you know, held support, still closed bullish, but you didn't really close back above the previous high. You still are holding some intraday resistance. Let's see. Resistance, support. The reason there's been easier opportunities today is because you have had targets. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to have any targets for the rest of the day. You're still going to have some trades here. But we just need to see something more clear. And if price isn't clear to you right now, well, just be patient because it will make more sense soon. You just got to wait until price develops a little bit more and be patient. Let the markets come to us. Like I said, you know, I didn't get any of this move down yesterday. I didn't get any of it. I waited. Once I got this nice 30-minute, look at this 30-minute fake out, guys. You guys on YouTube who watch the latest video on fake outs, look at that. You rip below, you grab the lows and engulfed back above. Like, look at that. Like that's huge. That's all we need to see. Something similar to that. So if we start getting back above, yeah, we could see some longs. I also said long. Should I close? Well, now you're banking. You're banking now. I feel I trade more sensibly during Asia and EU over NY session due to fast price action. Yeah, I'm 100% the same, man. I absolutely agree with that. I end up taking on more risk in New York because the ranges are much larger. And you see it moving so much more fast. Oh shit, like, you know, you feel like you need to be in way more. But Asia and London, you have much more time to make decisions and manage your risk. Definitely have an issue with entering too early when the higher time frames don't always align. Yeah, that's it, man. High time frame is very, very key. Very, very key. Hourly time frame is what paints where the next hour is going to go. You know, it's the same thing as you guys do how we spoke about the daily bias. It's the exact same thing, just on the hourly time frame. Like, how do we think this next hourly is going to close based off this grab in highs, holding resistance on, holding support? We don't know. So therefore, is there any benefit to us watching the 5 minute right now? Of course not. So it's the same thing. And you always got to look at, you know, if the hourly is just closed, but you're stuck on the 5 minute and you haven't looked at how that hourly is closed, you know, you start jumping in longs in this breakout and then you start jumping in shorts. You know, you have to look at what time are we at? We're at 7:03. Okay, cool. The hourly's just closed. So let me get off the 5 minute for a second and see how did it actually close. Oh, it closed pretty doji, grabbing highs and grabbing lows. Okay, so is there any real direction in this current hour? Not really. So then I'm like, cool. Yeah, let me just sit on my hands for, you know, another 15 minutes or another half an hour and see if we get a breakout. Yeah, super simple. Yeah, it's super simple. You just try not to overthink too much. You know, I always kind of like to look at the candles and be like, okay, cool. How could the next candle form? So like when this, for instance here, this is where I took these buys earlier. When this candle's grabbing the lows and closing bullish, like I would say with high confidence that this next hour is going to push up into this level because we've grabbed lows and we've closed with volume. So we could be looking for a nice 60 tick retracement. Great. It then, you know, closes doji, but look how much of a top wick that it still gave. It still gave you 54 ticks. Now I look at this hour and I go, okay, cool, this hour is closing doji. How could this next hour close? I don't really know. Oh, great, this hour is closed above. Cool, maybe now it's time to go back to some lows and get some more buys again. It's not like, you know, there's nothing secret, or it's just these hourly closures, you know, even here, as soon as this hourly grabs the lows and closes bullish, that's where I'm like, great, now I'm going to drop down to lower time frame and start looking for these trade opportunities. Oh, cool, you grabbed lows and you had a 5-minute fake out. So I'm not taking a 5-minute fake out just because it's a 5-minute fake out. I'm taking a 5-minute fake out because I know the previous hourly closed very strong. So I'm looking for longs. I'm not looking to short this. Why would I not look to short this? Because the hourly just ripped lows and closed bullish. So when I drop down to lower time frame, I'm not scrambled as to, oh shit, should I short this? Are we gonna go lower? Oh, I don't. Are we gonna go? No, I don't care about this. This to me is great because I know that this is the bottom wick on the next hourly before potentially going up. So that's when then, you know, you see a 5-minute fake out, you see, or a 15-minute reversal pattern, the natural reversal pattern to follow what the hourly is overall doing. It's very, very key, and you can just literally just take that, or you could have even just, you know, scalped it for like 50 ticks. I took it for 60. It's very key. You know, like I said, when I first started day trading, I literally would open my charts, go straight to the 5-minute and try and find trade ideas. The 5-minute is absolutely shit for trying to generate good trade ideas. The 5-minute is purely just for me to execute based on what the higher time frames already told me. So for me, if the hourly's closed bullish, then great. When I drop down to lower time frame, I'm looking for buying opportunities, whether that's in the form of a morning star, a fake out, whichever it may be. That's all I'm really looking for. I'm not looking at this and going, oh, evening star, let me go short. Why would I not go short? Well, because I know the hourly closed bullish. So when I look at this hourly right now and I go, okay, cool, you're grabbing the highs, you're holding resistance, you're also holding support. When I drop down to lower time frame now, I'm like, I don't really know what's going to happen, and that's okay. But when the next hourly does break out, which it will, then, you know, again, I go back to low time frame, then I find my trade. Same thing with the 4-hour as well, you know. As this was grabbing the lows and rejecting, that's when I go down to the hourly and I go, oh, cool, you're grabbing lows and you got a nice hourly fake out. Oh, fantastic. So we got an hourly fake out at 4-hour support, and then we drop down even more. And then we go, oh, cool, we've also got a 5-minute fake out at 4-hour support, hourly fake out. There's my continuation. You see what I mean? Like you kind of piece it all together. But I know you know, you guys might be like, fuck, how do you look at it so quick? But it's like, I guess I've just seen it so often to kind of know. Like when I see this hourly closing bearish, I don't want to short this hour. Or if I do, maybe I can short into lows for a little scalp. But why would I not want to short this for a whole continuation push down? Well, because I know the previous 4-hour closed bullish and we're at massive support. So therefore, well, I'm looking for long opportunities anywhere below here. So once I see this candle grab the lows and closing bullish, then I'm like, okay, cool, fantastic. Drop down to lower time frame, then I can get my trade. And I get my 5-minute fake out. 5-minute fake out based off a 4-hour support and a massive wick rejection, hourly liquidity grab and an hourly fake out, and then you got a 5-minute fake out. So you're not just taking a 5-minute fake out because it's a 5-minute fake out. You're taking a 5-minute fake out because of all of the other things that I just said. If that makes sense. Even here, you know, you could have been buying from here. Once it started breaking back above here, great. You know, you start taking longs from here. You don't think that, you know, a lot of people, if you drop to the 5-minute, you see this push down, you're looking for a pullback to go short. Well, if you just look at, what the fuck that was? If you just look at that, then you're going to miss out on these buys. Now, why would you not be looking for a pullback to continue selling this move? Because you understand the higher time frame is at massive support. So although I'm not swing trading, you know, the 4-hour and the hourly are still very important to me. Very, very important. Yeah, 100%, yeah. So the 5-minute is literally just for execution. Honestly, I have been chopped up so many times in the 5 minute, trying to go, I'll try and take this breakout, I'll try and go short, and then oh god, fuck, maybe I should go long, and then maybe I'm trying to go short. Whereas now I'm like, what's the high time frame telling me? To me, it's telling me we're at massive resistance. So, if anything, I should be looking for 5 minute fake out opportunities to go short, and that's where you could be looking for some shorts back down into there. The only reason I'm not massively jumping in that right now is because does the 4 hour make sense? Well, you just had a huge rejection holding support, so not really. Not all the time does the 4 hour have to make sense, but it is even better when it does. But at least, I want to see the 30 minute or hourly telling me something clear. And if I look at this 30 minute, if I'm looking for a 5 minute scalp, just quick in and out, well, I go, cool, you've just grabbed the highs and closed bearish. So if you could have scalped this down, but now you've grabbed the highs and closed bearish and grabbed the lows and held support, well, then we're just in a little bit of a range. So if the 30 minutes in a little bit of a range, that's my indication about, okay, cool, that's fine. Let me come back at the next half an hour close or the London Open, and then I'll get my trade. And like I say, I can guarantee you that we're not going to sit in this range all day long. We're going to break out at some point, and you're going to get a clear direction of confirmation, breakout, and volume, and then you're going to have the much easier trade. It's yeah, have it to your screen. Yeah, 100%, man. That's honestly, I just always keep in my mind, how did, even when I'm looking at the 5 minute, I'm always keeping in the back of my mind, how did that previous hourly close? How did that previous 30 minute close? So when I drop down, I know what I'm looking for. And I know some people will have their daily bias as well. Today, my daily bias was short. So my daily bias was short today into the lows. So in Asia, once I saw this close bullish, I wasn't jumping in longs, but as soon as I see this close bearish, I go, cool, fantastic. That's where I took my shorts. And that's where I got 650 on my top step this morning off that exact trade. That was the whole reason for my shorts here in Asia today. It was this closure back below, 15-minute fake out, because I had a bearish bias to come down into this daily open. And that was it. If I had been more neutral, I actually could have seen this as a fake out to go short. But the reason I didn't take this 15-minute fake out to go short here to take this push down, why did I not take that? Well, the hourly had actually grabbed lows and closed bullish. So I was like, okay, cool. At this hourly candle, I'm actually going to look for some longs. And that's where I did take longs and then took a loss. It's very, very key. But the more you see it, the more you watch it, the more it is easier. It sounds maybe a little bit complicated, but it's really not. It really doesn't take that much thought process. It just takes time to see it over and over again, and you'll be able to see it a lot quicker. Had a lot of success with NQ today. Yeah, nice. Just waiting for the hourly and 30-minute closures. Nice. Just trading the charts. Not what I thought would happen. Absolutely, man. Thank you for the advice. Yeah, 100%, Patrick. That's the key, man. It's about, yeah, like you say, man, it's not about trying to trade what you think might happen. What did the previous hourly tell us? Did it tell us anything to take a trade at 7 a.m.? Not really, unless we start breaking back above, then great. At the London Open, we're going to have some great buys. But like you say, man, it's not about trading what you think. It's all about trading what's right in front of us. What are these candle closures telling us? And this is why price action is so powerful. Hey, Aaron, great explanation. Thank you. Appreciate it. Because I wanted to ask you about the sell after they grabbed the Asian highs. There was a 5-minute evening star and a sell stop opportunity. Yeah, there was. Yep, there was. If you mean, what was it? This one? So I took this short here. And you actually could have shorted this one. The only reason I didn't short this one, like I say, is just because that hourly actually grabbed lows and closed bullish. So I actually took longs there. And when I got stopped out, once I saw this actually close bearish, I see this candle closure, then I'm like, okay, cool. If we're breaking below all of this level, where's the next target? Well, I would imagine a lot of big stops are sitting down below here. So then I got short from here to here. 33.25. Let's have a look. 33.25. Was that here? If it was, that was probably very nice. This one, this was a huge drop. Thank you, buys the lethal today. Yeah, let's see where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, here. Wait. Wait. Oh, here. 30.25. This one. Pre-London, yeah. So, sorry, I missed. I thought you meant here. Sorry. Yeah, it had a sell stop option. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, so the reason you wouldn't short this 5-minute evening star is because you'd look at that 4-hour hourly and you go, wow, that's so bullish. Yeah, well, okay, cool. Like, you know, when we're looking that bullish, if anything, you're looking for morning stars to continue pushing in the favor of this candle. Zoom guys, give me 2 seconds. YouTube guys, we'll leave it there. I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna jump on the Top Step channel in about 15 minutes, guys. So great pre-London session here, guys. No trades for me just yet, but I think this London Open could give us some good opportunities, and we've also shared some fantastic wizardry here this morning as well. So if you guys do want to stick around, I'll be live for the London Open over on the Top Step YouTube channel. So be sure to come and say hello. If not, I'll see you guys same time again here next week, 6 a.m. London time. I'll see you guys on Top Step. If not, have a fantastic weekend. I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.